All right. Good morning, everyone. It's a little early, but I have things to do today, so. Oh, crap. Ugh. Can't extend my peripheral vision in the game, that's for sure.
Come straight through my armor. Move it.
Having more trouble today than I was yesterday.
Let's make this quick, Spartan. Look out!
Well, that's not great.
More hostiles in the rock to the south. Root them out. Inside, 6, let's go.
Flight control this way. They're expecting you.
Still can't believe Holland said yes to this.
Some plans are too good to say no.
See them. Let's get that Saber airborne before he changes his mind.
Controls right through that door, Commander.
Get to the Saber before the Covenant wreck it.
What about you and Kat?
June's on his way with a Falcon. We'll exfil after you launch. Move.
You heard him, 6. Let's go.
Launch team. Saber is prepped and ready for launch.
Struts disengaged. Commencing launch. T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2. First stage engine burn nominal. Stage separation in 3, 2, 1. Stage separation. Second stage ignition confirmed.
Oh man, okay.
Noble Actual to Saber Bravo 029. Over. Copy Actual. Colonel Holland? Affirmative, Noble 5. Welcome to Operation Uppercut. I'll be your control from here on out.
Yeah,
Understood,
I'm
Colonel.
not a fan
Noble
of
6,
this as
these
much as
sabers
I
have
thought I
been
might
customized
be.
for orbital
Oh my
defense.
gosh, my
You
brain.
may need to get
It is
reacquainted.
unexpected.
Rendezvous at Anchor 9 with Frigate Savannah and the other sabers as soon as you're
Just
ready.
give me the objective so I can get out of space.
Multiple unidentified contacts.
Savannah Actual to Saber teams. Be advised, we have bogies inbound. Anchor 9 to all UNSC ships stationed defenses
But where am I
down,
going?
requesting combat support until we can bring them back online.
Here we go, 6. Show them what you can do.
I see.
Batteries are at 56%. Hang in there, Saber teams.
This is sickening. Oh, okay. Okay. Insta-death. Alright. Don't hit the thing. Got it. Ugh. Wonderful.
Defensive batteries are at 56%. Hang in there, Saber teams.
Yep, space segment, not my favorite. But to be fair, Reach is newer than the original games. Yeah, Banshees and Phantoms and crap, I just forgot what the other one's called. But Banshees are the combat ones. Finally getting used
Anchor
to
9,
flying this
UNSC
thing.
ships. Impulse drive signatures detected. Fighter class. Heads up, Sabres.
Oops, sorry, my bad. Sarah.
Saber teams, use your guns to take down their shields, then hit them with your missiles.
Be cool if I knew what that meant.
Defensive batteries at 79%. Buy us another minute, Saber teams.
Not a fan of space segments, mostly because it makes me sick.
Anchor 9 are UNSC ships. Impulse drive signatures detected. Fighter class. Heads up, Sabres.
Come here. Seraphs.
Saber teams, use your guns to take down their shields, then hit them with your missiles.
Defensive batteries at 79%. Buy us another minute, Saber teams.
I don't like this. Nope, let me heal. That one refuses to die. Nice, okay.
Anchor 9er to all craft in the vicinity. Be advised.
Yes, finally. I hate space.
Combat air patrol and Saber
I don't hate
teams are
space. I
directed to
hate
engage and defend the station.
Is there any place the
I hate-
Covenant isn't?
barely being able to tell what the hell is going
Anchor
on.
9 to all UNSC ships. Station defenses are back online.
I mean, they had to put space in Halo. It's Halo. You know? Oh my god. Am I supposed to live through this? What the heck? Did I die? Yes, I did. Woo, I hate this. Alright, really quickly though, my chat seems to have stopped doing stuff. Okay, maybe I just missed it.
Perfect. Over.
Hey, where do they come from at this point? I think it's this way.
Is there any place the Covenant
I'm just
isn't?
making sure it shows up in my game because it's a little different for me
Anchor
and
9 to
y'all.
all UNSC
I have it
ships.
anchored on my
Station defenses are
stream,
back online.
but
Clear the lane.
whether I can
Light 'em
see it
up.
or not is different. I'm about to die again. This is so hard. Bye. Woo! I'm not a fan of space. I also don't know how to boost, and that could be a helpful thing. Controls, hello? Cool. There we go. All right. Mouse to left control in space. All right. Oh, my life just improved drastically.
Anchor 9 to all UNSC ships. Station defenses are back online. Clear the lane. We'll light 'em up. Saber teams. Phantoms are inbound on Vector 7, Mark 49. Anchor 9 to all UNSC fighters. Multiple inbound phases. Headed straight for our defensive batteries. Saber team, we're marking high-value gunboat targets now. Gunboats are in position. Damage control teams at the ready. Torpedoes incoming. Collision alarm.
Whoops. Let me just get really, really close to my enemies here. You know, keep your enemies closer, isn't that the rule?
Is there any place the Covenant isn't?
How far back?
Anchor 9 to all UNSC ships. Station defenses are back online. Clear the lane. We'll light them up.
Yikes. That death animation, though.
Is there any place the Covenant isn't?
Anchor 9 to all UNSC ships. Station defenses are back online. Clear the lane. We'll light them up.
Jesus. There's really no telling how this is going to go for me. Probably not well. I just don't like this part of this game at all.
Anchor 9 to all UNSC ships. Station defenses are back online. Clear the lane. We'll light them up.
actually against that thing, but okay.
Right 50 at 150, over.
I'm sorry that you guys have to watch this awful segment.
Is there any place the Covenant isn't?
Anchor 9 to all UNSC ships. Station defenses are back online. Clear the
His
lane.
voice cracks real
Light 'em
hard
up.
when he says that. And it's kind of great. Alright, we're gonna play this nice and Jesus. The goal is just to get out of this segment of the game.
Anchor 9 to Saber Team. Inbound on Vector 7, Mark 490.
Phantoms I can handle.
Anchor 9 to all UNSC fighters. Multiple inbound Phantoms headed straight for our defensive batteries. Saber Team, we're marking high-value gunboat targets now.
Man. And it doesn't start you at the Phantoms, it starts you before that. Oh, what? Okay.
Gunboats are in position. Damage control teams at the ramp. Phantom torpedoes away. Bracing for impact. Collision alarm.
wants me dead. Okay, that's one. No. Bad flip choice. Alright.
Gunboats are in position. Damage control teams at the ready. Torpedo launch detected. Collision alarm.
checkpoint. Good.
Anchor Niner to UNSC
Oh,
ships.
thank God.
All targets neutralized.
It's over.
Bravo 029er, you are clear to dock. Activating marker.
Holland to Bravo 029er. Noble 5, you ready to go?
Affirmative, Colonel.
I'm out here, 6.
Warning. M-Spec re-entry pack disengaged.
I need your override.
Warning. M-Spec re-entry. Cockpit depressurization complete. Canopy release lever armed.
Huh, okay. Hey, what's up? Sometimes my chat dies. My overlay.
Noble 5, please repeat.
Pull up
So,
service
so we
grid
can back
19
up.
by 22.
Gladly. Only sword place.
What's
Sector
up?
18G.
Thermal enhance.
Noble 5, your pulse is elevated. There is nothing you can do for Dr. Woolsey and the others inside Sword Base. The mathematics are determinate. Noble 5?
I know.
Bravo 29er, you're cleared to re-engage thrusters. Noble 6, this is Holland.
Go ahead, Colonel.
We've flagged a Corvette-class vessel on the predicted docking track with our target. Get our makeshift bomb on that Corvette, and we have our delivery system. Noble 5 will escort the bomb. I need your Saber team to clear the way for boarding.
Is
Understood,
it more
Colonel.
space?
As she's already donated her slip space
I can't
drive to
remember.
the
It's been
cause,
so long since
Savannah
I've
will be
played
joining you
Reach.
to provide local fire support. UNSC Savannah.
I feel that.
Our wings may be clipped, but we've got your back. I've stuck my neck out for Noble on this one, Lieutenant.
We'll get it done, Colonel. 6 out.
Target Corvette sighted within visual range of nav beacon RA-15.
We have visual. Target
Ooh,
confirmed.
I'll probably play for another couple of hours and then... Oh, more space, of course.
Frigate Savannah in position. Saber
And then I
team,
have
sound
some
off.
stuff I've got to do.
Echo 1, all systems nominal.
Echo 2, good to go.
Echo 3.
Echo 4, all systems online.
Solid copy. We are currently
I
jamming the
hate
Corvette's
this
comms. Hit it
space
hard while it
stuff.
can't call for help.
Agreed. Saber teams, clear a path to that Corvette.
I want to clip her engines, Colonel. Saber can slow her down.
Good thinking, Savannah. That'll make boarding her a whole lot easier. Noble 6, I'm marking targets. Take out the Corvette's main engines.
I am not a fan of this space stuff. Like, it's pretty cool that they did that, but... At the same time, I'm like, why? Once again. Not a fan, not a fan, not a fan. I could do without 600 things coming at me all at once. They called it a Corvette. Checkpoint. Just to spite it. Screw those things. Can we just destroy it? Like... This is the worst mission. They were like, here, fly around in space for a bit. It's not Halo, but, you know, it could be fun. It has to do with Halo. I'm done! Thank God. Checkpoint. Let me out of space.
Energy flow detected on the Corvette's aft launch bays.
Heads up, Sabers. Multiple impulse drive signatures detected. More bogies incoming.
Echo 2 to Savannah Actual. Where are the reinforcements coming from? I thought the target was jammed.
Must be squadrons coming back from patrol, Echo 2.
Don't let any of them get away, Sabers. Kill them before they bug out and warn that super carrier what we're up to.
I get to kill them all? Best day ever. We're done? The end?
Dot, analyze all available data on that Corvette. Find a way inside.
Scans indicate a structural weakness surrounding a platform
Oh,
top of the vessel.
that's not a good place to
Nova
fly.
6, set down immediately on that Corvette's topside landing pad.
I'll do that. Please, 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 please get me out of space. Well, not out of space, but you know, out of flight in space. Just please. Do I
Nova
just...
6, the Savannah's
Boop.
countermeasures
Oh, that
won't
was a
work
stupid
forever.
idea.
Find a way inside and permanently disable that cruiser's communications. As soon as we're sure the Corvette can't squawk, we'll initiate
Let me
uppercut.
just... Let me just... Alright, better idea. Let's
Nova
not
6,
just
the
jump
Savannah's
straight into death.
countermeasures won't work forever. Find a way inside and permanently
Come on
disable
out,
that
buddy.
cruiser's communications. As soon as we're sure the Corvette can't squawk, we'll initiate uppercut phase 2.
Oh, it is a shield. Okay. One layer at a time, then. Bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. Cool. Where'd the other one go? Dang, people are dying. That sucks. I'm gonna die, yeah. I am terrible at this, like, confrontational stuff. where it's like right in your
Noble
face.
6, the Savannah's countermeasures
Is
won't
there like
work
a
forever.
better way to
Find
get
a
in
way
here?
inside and permanently disable that cruiser's communications. As soon as we're sure the Corvette can't squawk, we'll initiate Uppercut Phase 2.
Okay, what we're gonna do. Quit it.
Holland to Savannah.
Cool.
Enemy comm relay is now offline.
Copy that. Halting countermeasures, diverting all power and personnel to weapons.
All right, Noble. Let's get that slip space bomb on board. 6, head for the hangar.
Colonel, on our way to the hangar.
Noble 5, meet him there.
Affirmative. On approach.
Ouch. Jackals. They're the worst enemy. Actually, what the heck is that thing? And why don't I remember it from somewhere, somehow? Not jackals. Ow, what the heck? Oh, it does die. Cool. Oh, while I was looking at controls, I should have looked up melee. Ah! Yeah. My bad. My bad. Okay. Really quick. What is mouse for? Oh. It's on the side of my mouse. This is okay. Yeah. I forget that my mouse has side buttons pretty much every single time I play this game. That was bad. That was so bad. Missed grenade throw. Bad. I should be ashamed. Bad. Wow, that one was better, but... I think I lose that. Alright, the goal is to get out of here. What's this way? Is everyone dead except for me? No, Cadigan's still alive.
I'm alright.
6, go for those shield controls. I need in.
Why the epic music? Gravity's off. Done. Was there supposed to be some sort of epic fight that I just missed? Because I totally just missed that epic fight.
Powder keg is aboard, Colonel.
Copy that. 6, get your fire team to the bridge. The Corvette's refueling run with the supercarrier will have to be initiated manually.
Yes, sir.
5, stay with the bomb. Discourage the curious.
My pleasure. Hear that, Lieutenant? I'll be all by my lonesome back here. Make it quick, would ya? Global 6, get that Corvette moving toward the supercarrier. Head for the bridge. Find the nav controls.
We got plenty of arms and ammo if we need them, Spartan.
I hate this gun. Arms where? How is this gun useful? Can I have that? Thanks.
Savannah to Holland, sustaining major structural damage. We need to break off, Colonel.
Copy, Savannah. Our team is in. Disengage.
I'll take it. That gun, what is the point? It's so good when they have it. It's so crappy when I have it. Like, ugh, not good.
Break off! Break off! Hold break! Reactor's flaring! Damn it, I'm losing her!
And now he has it, which is fine. Because he knows how to use it, apparently.
All clear.
Savannah, actual. Can you hear me? Frigate's gone, 6. Nothing we can do. Noble, you're in deep with no cover. Get that Corvette moving and get the hell out of there.
Looks like the bridge, Spartan. Let's clear it out.
Okay, what's in here? Epic fight scene. Zealot. I need to get anywhere but like right now. I mean, sorry, excuse my language. Jesus. Did everyone die? I'm so fantastically alone. Okay. This isn't gonna work. Nope. I'm not good at this. Zealots, not my favorite. Don't you all die on me.
Still firing.
That's how he dies, huh? Crap. Give me your ammo. Where is he? Okay. Major problem down. Is this where I need to be? Because, like, there's only this one guy left. Where'd he go? Come here, little fella.
Move, Lieutenant. Put that Corvette on a refueling track to the supercarrier. Well done, Noble Six.
Now what?
Uppercut initiated. Corvette is underway.
6. Our ride out of here is taking heavy fire. Get back to the hangar.
Cool. That was an unintentional kill, but sure.
Noble 6.
Crap. Okay. Maybe don't run straight into fire.
Noble 6.
find something. Jesus. Am I just a bad shot today? What's going on? Yesterday I was doing so good. Jesus, okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. This I can do. Are they all coming in from that side?
Need a better angle.
Where is it? There it is. Hello? Crap, I'm just doing bad today. was bad, but hey, it did the job. I don't want to know what that was. Ow. What the heck? Ah! Surprise! No need to apologize for that. That's totally normal. Here, come on in with all of these explosive guns. Surprise! It's not like I had no freaking idea. I'm so sorry. Die! Gosh! Dang it! I'm going back up to a vantage point. That's the goal. That's the plan here. We're going to somewhere higher up, out of all the explosive nonsense, so that I feel like I can handle this a little bit better. Jorge, you better not die. I will be so mad. Where's the angry man? What is that sound? What the? Wow! Oh, I'm so upset. That was a dumb way to die. Dumb way to die. Ah. What gun is that? Why is it launching like plasma grenades at me? Is that what that does? Is that what that gun is? Christ. Oh my gosh. I just can't seem to like stay out of the way of that one. So we're gonna go behind me. We're going up. I don't only play Halo. I actually play a lot of things. I'm very much... Technically, I'm an indie gamer. This is just a nostalgia thing. Because when I was younger, my family, my extended family, they liked to play Halo. And that's what we did together. We played Halo. But normally I play indie games. I'm like a Stardew Valley before Stardew Valley became a huge big deal enthusiast. That's not what I meant to do, but it worked. My family does have good taste. I'm actually really, really glad. Maminogi is great. I have been playing Mabinogi. It's a Korean MMO. For those that don't know, it's made by Nexon, the people who made MapleStory. I can't get into MapleStory though, so I wouldn't say I'm like a Nexon person, but I definitely love and have played Mabinogi since its beginnings. So I would say I'm definitely a Mabby fan. We need some. I think there are 2 alive. Oh my god, I hate this. MapleStory is just, you have to have played it before, like, for a while. It's just like, oh my gosh. Okay. I feel like that was not the move. Those explode. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. I forgot about that. Those are gonna be useful. We're gonna use those. Oh my god. But the grenade launching, it's very grindy. But so is Mabby, and Mabby is grindy too. It's the nature of an MMO RPG. Or any RPG for that matter. But that sprint, that's what I wanted. Distract them for me. Okay. Oh, Christ. Yikes. Aging thing helps, I guess, if you are into something when it is aging. And like nostalgia's great. But if you're not into it while it's in its aging stages, like, it's hard to get into it later on, you know, when it's already started aging. Please stop it with the grenades. Ah, he was right in my face. I didn't even see him. It is super cute. I'm not getting, like, a lot of it, so they just jump out of the walls. That's what really bothers me. They're just there, suddenly. I'm gonna stick with Jorge this time. I wonder if that'll help me at all. Nope. He's gonna die. Ow. I need more firepower. A shotgun would have been a nice addition to this level. Oh, man. Okay. That's my sniper rifle. I have a sniper. What am I doing? What am I doing? Ah! Ah! I legitimately have one of the strongest piercing... I've heard of Sunhaven. I have one of the strongest piercing guns in the game, and I'm like, oh, it's a battle rifle. That's a great idea. I want to get on top of the, forgive me, I completely forgot. This thing. Yeah! Okay. Because I'm pretty sure... Ah! That was a bad idea. Never mind. Meh. Pelican, thank you. That, for some reason, just wouldn't come to mind. I was like, everything, I am very much a Covenant person when it comes to flight vehicles. Like, I don't even have a clue what the little helicopters are called. So. But I can tell you almost every Covenant flight vehicle. Get out of my face. Ugh. Hi, Sophie. My cat is awake. She is probably hungry. So if I disappear for like 2 seconds, it's because I fed her, because she drives me nuts if I don't. I need you to die. That was a terrible one. I'm probably going to be here for a while because when I played before with my family, I was basically just a glorified respawn point. So this is actually very difficult for me because I'm usually hiding somewhere and just keeping someone else alive. So, okay, tactic. Get behind, find Needler, pick up ammo for Needler. It's everywhere, it has to be. There's like 6 billion things that use Needlers. Explosive damage. Get off my pal Jorge. The sword. Ugh! Needler launcher. Thing. Okay. Jorge, do some work. Jesus, you have literally a machine gun at all times. Please, assault rifle. No. There is one. I did not know that, but now that I do, my life is drastically improved. Thank you. That is where we're going. Right first. I apparently can't have the assault rifle anymore, so. What is this thing? This thing sucks. Like, it looks potentially very great. Oh! That's pretty cool, not gonna lie. That's how they keep killing me. Okay. Excellent. Alright. Where's what? Get under this guy, refill, reload. Okay, keep going. Get on the other side of both of them. Where is it? That's the goal. I'm bad at promises though, so I'm not promising. Please tell me. Please, please,
And
please.
stay down.
Ah, I'm done. It's over.
Down into the number on the door. There's
I'm
always-
gonna cry. Ah! Ah, finally! Screw this! Ah. Thank you. The needle rifle is probably my new favorite thing on Earth. Hi, Jorge. Thanks for all of your useless help.
Distance is closing on this vessel's
Oh,
refueling
man.
track with the Covenant supercarrier. 76 seconds to endpoint.
So, it's gonna be like mad. Well, I got good news and bad news. This bird took some fire and our thruster gimbal is toast, which
What the
means the
heck
only
is
way
a
off this
gimbal?
slag heap is gravity.
And the good news?
That was the good news.
At current velocity, 53 seconds to endpoint.
Yeah. Bad news is, time is fried. I'm gonna have to fire it manually.
That's a one-way trip.
We all make it sooner or later. Better get going, Six. They're gonna need you down there.
5, no!
Listen, Reach has been good to me.
Pretty sure
Time
he's
has come to
5,
return
right?
the
Jorge's
favor.
5.
Don't deny me this.
Because, like, Cat's like 3 or something.
Tell him to make it count.
Emotional. No, I love you. Bye. You were useless, but thanks. Yeah, that's sad. Isn't he 5? I'm pretty sure he's 5. Like, thanks for the not helping me at all with those, like, elites or zealots or whatever. But, you know. Also, I really hate losing you because you're a cool character. But if Cat were that character, I'd probably be way more upset because I love Cat. Because her attitude is fantastic. But I'm pretty sure... I feel like all of Team Noble doesn't make it. In my brain, that's like what I feel like. This game is so old though. So, I'm sure someone out there remembers.
Gamma station control, reading multiple pings below the orbital defense
Slip
grid.
space rupture detected.
Yeah, we're picking up anomalies too. Are you reading
Slip
it?
space rupture
Multiple
detected.
covenant signatures.
Slip space
Does anyone have a
rupture
vision?
detected.
There are
That
everywhere.
is
Yeah,
okay.
must be the whole damn covenant
Slip
fleet.
space rupture detected.
This part is just like, here, you caused a whole mess by blowing up that Corvette. Whether Noble 6, like, if any of them survive. Noble 6. Not Noble 6, but if any of Team Noble survives. Wow, you're alive somehow. Somehow, miraculously, you survived falling from space. Hello. And, like, the whole world is falling apart behind you. That's cool. He's just that good. Here, have a pistol. All but Jorge? Is Jorge the only one that dies? That's depressing. Man, you died and it's the dumbest thing ever because it's all because that thing didn't work out. That Cat planned, that wasn't your idea. That you weren't super duper on board for. Spoiler alert. Oh yeah, spoiler alert. This game has been out since I was a teenager. But are we sure? Is that what he said? Though? Is it all but one dies or all but one lives? But also I'm still like pretty pretty like confused about you're alive, you have a pistol, you made it somehow magically, miraculously out of falling from space. You actually hit a planet. That's another thing. You actually hit something's gravitational pull, got pulled into it, are not dead, and it looks like you're on Earth, which is even more miraculous. And then everything's going to shit. Excuse my language, for those of you who are not language people. What? This is actually the prequel. So, some of it is already spoiled by its existence as a prequel. So some part of me thinks, because like, I think is it at the end of 3 that you find out that like everyone's basically gone. Am I on Earth? This is
Kilo
not
Dispatch.
Earth.
All available teams
This
advance
is
to Traxxas Tower. Evacuation will commence
da.
ASAP.
Copy, dispatch.
I didn't pay
What's the
attention to the
status
map
of the
thing.
tower pad?
I'm also like half dead, so that makes
Tower
sense.
pad is green. Let's move these civilians before it changes.
Copy, dispatch.
Okay,
40 out.
those doors are broken, which means go through them, right? We. There are Covenant here, which is my fault somehow. I hate you guys.
Romeo Company, be advised, we have reports of Covenant suicide squads.
You gotta be kidding me.
Grizzly.
That's a
Grizzly
negative.
where?
Keep your eyes
What's
open,
Grizzly? Is it all these people that are dead? Because it's not very Grizzly. I'm gonna have to ask you to not. Yay! I thought there'd be more in there. Like, part of me was like, surprise, explosives. Oh, I thought this was a door. Well, no, it tells me.
Kilo 26, this is Kilo 40. Covenant Corvettes raining hell on us. Final protective fire 1. Danger close. My command, over.
Copy, Kilo 40.
Ah! Everything blows up in this building.
Fire FPF 1, over.
Firing FPF 1. Shot.
Hold on to your helmets.
Wrong button. It's shift, right? Shift. Yeah, everything. No! I hate
All
this.
available teams advance to Traxxas
I need to
Tower.
hit a checkpoint before that
Evacuation will
happens.
commence ASAP.
Copy, dispatch. What's the status of the tower pad?
Everyone's dead.
Tower pad is green. Let's move these civilians.
Look,
before
there's
it changes.
livers, survivors. Livers. I'm having a great day. English is my first language. And if you don't believe me, you shouldn't. It is my first language, though. I'm not lying about it. It's just you shouldn't take my word for it because obviously I'm bad at it, regardless.
Romeo Company, be advised, we have reports of Covenant suicide squads.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, like
negative.
now it tells
Keep
me.
your eyes open, troopers.
Heads up, everything here is gonna try to run at you and kill itself. This is not my favorite.
Kilo 26, this is Kilo 40. Covenant Corvettes raining hell on us. Final protective fire 1. Danger close. My command, over.
Copy, Kilo 40. Firing FPF 1 at your command.
Pistol's the worst for this. Cool, we'll take it.
Fire FPF 1, over.
Firing FPF 1. Shot.
Hold on to your helmets.
Alright, this will actually be useful if I remember what button to use. We'll see. I have things I have to go like pack for, but if I am still playing, you're welcome to come back and thank you so much
Kilo
for watching
40,
so far.
request
I know it's
FPF
not the
sit
greatest adventure
Negative,
because I am not a skilled player, but
Copy, 0. Firing FPF 2.
by any means. Oh god. Ah! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was loud. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Fire FPF 1, over.
Firing FPF 1. Shot.
Hold on to your helmets.
Alright. Yep.
Kilo 40, request FPF sitrep.
Negative 2-6. Corvette's still coming.
Copy,
Checkpoint,
40.
please?
Firing
Oh, God,
FPF2.
please.
Shot.
Damn, how do you stop that thing?
Yeah, I'm done with the Suicide Squad nonsense. Holy Jesus. Lord help me. Like, it's great. It takes out literally everything else that's around me, but... Health. Oh, sweet, glorious health. I hear gunfire that isn't alien gunfire.
Somebody help us! They're coming! They're after us!
I'll take that. And I'll take all that ammo. Thanks. Oh, you're alive. Oh. That was scarily easy. Not reassuring. Time to become my own squad of grenade throwing nonsense. What? Oh! No! That's dumb. I'm so mad.
Fire FPF-1 over.
Firing FPF-1. Shot.
There's no
Hold on to your helmets.
there.
Kilo 40, request FPF sitrep.
Negative 2-6. Corvette's still coming.
Copy 40. Firing
Oh.
FPF2. Shot.
Wow. Can I just not, like, can I do anything else besides this?
Fire FPF-1 over.
Firing FPF-1. Shot.
Hold on to your helmets.
Kilo 40, request FPF sitrep.
Negative 2-6. Corvette's still coming.
Copy 40. Firing FPF2. Shot.
Damn, how do you stop that thing?
This is terrible.
Help! Somebody help us!
Okay. Gimme. Okay. Don't kill the civilians.
Where the hell did you come from? Who cares? Mark, assist!
Copy evac 7. Move to assist the evac. Over.
Don't kill a civilian. Don't kill civilian. long as I don't kill the civilian, we're good. Don't kill the civilian. I just have to be a good egg. That was bad. Cuddle up. Ew.
Okay,
Checkpoint? Please? Please?
I'm in.
Oh, thank God. I hate this level. This is awful. More suicide? Please no. This I can do with this.
That one ain't getting up.
Where is it? I like this. This is good. This is props. Props to the dead guy. Thank you, dead guy. Thank you so much, dead guy. Nope, not so great. Not so great because I am not so great at the shotgun. Alright, I need to get better at this. Hold on. Going outside, buddy. Oh my God! Why? Why did he come straight at me? I'm not sure how I keep dying here. What time is it? I have a little bit longer. We're up here already. I have to pack. This is painfully hard. Don't stand in my way. That's how you die. Oh, is it the civilians died? Is that why? you kidding me? Stop. Do you have to move every half seconds? That's a second. I am good at math. I promise. I just don't care right now. Math is not what you do when you play Halo. When you play Halo, you just kind of hope. You hold your breath and you go, maybe I'll make it through this level. There's people alive. Shai, Chow, and Mikabu are all alive. Dead. Okay. Jackals. I wasted so much ammo on that because I suck. What the heck? Go away. Let me on the elevator. Please let me on the elevator.
We're evacuating our civilians on the 4 below you. As soon as they reach the cargo port, I'll send the elevator back up.
Everyone finds cover. Stay sharp. We need to hold this position. Tango in sight.
Defend the elevator?
Drop ships! Deploying to the courtyards! Watch your flanks!
I hate this. Oh, here, defend a little elevator. There's like there's nothing here to guard you with, but you know, you'll be fine. How long am I standing here defending this elevator? Yeah, I like the flood, so like I think it makes the game super fun. Because like mowing down little floodling things is kind of fun. So. Ah! 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 Oh, bless you for killing your friend. Thank you. Oh! Ah! Yes, the little poppers. I don't know. Ah! Why? I wasn't ready for that at all. Why are there 2 of them? They're like, surprise. Surprise, we sent these big scaries. Big scaries with big hammers. And they are coming for you, specifically. Come get me. They, like, literally take 600 years to send these guys down here. Where are they? There's one. I died. Oh, sweet Jesus. They're like, here, have big scary, and then more big scary, more giant, big scary, hammer wielding scary. Big boom boom, pain, death, fun. Yep. Here, have a hammer shoved into your face. Like this? Yes, like so. Like so. Here, enjoy. Guard this tiny elevator with you and your ragtag team of civilians from these guys with their big scary hammers. Good luck. Jackals. One big scary hammer boy. That's That's what the shotgun's for. There's always a shotgun when they think you're gonna need it. I'm sad. I wanted the hammer. I wanted the hammer so bad. If I spam grenades, I'll kill a civilian, and that's a problem. Apparently, we're not allowed to kill the civilians. But this will work, I think. I'm pretty sure this is what I hope it is. Where do they come from? That's my question, is like, what door do they actually actively enter from? To get up here. Because, like, where are they when they drop off? That's one. No killing civilians. Well, we're gonna very carefully clear the door with grenades. Carefully, because that's how grenades work. No! No, no! 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 Please don't kill a civilian. Nabbit. Gosh. Here, good luck. Good luck. Have fun. Enjoy your endless, painful death. There we go. Ammo's great. Okay, one comes through that door, one comes from that side. One runs up here from down here. One comes in through that door. Where's Gravity Hammer Menace? They're both on this side now. Somehow, magically, we got them both together. Which is a great and terrible situation, because now we have to play the Dance of Death with two of them at the same time. One down. Ah! I'm upset. I'm really upset at this whole mission. Courtyards. You know, I have an idea. It might be a really stupid idea, but it's an idea. Drop him off. Come on. Ah, nope, that was a stupid idea. Big struggle. Alright. Yeah. Courtyards. Yep. I need a death counter, because that would be entertaining. Just like all my thousands and thousands of deaths. Like, it's the opposite of what the intended purpose of a death counter is, which is to be like, look how great I am at this game at not dying. And you know, my death counter would be like in the millions or something. It'd be like, how many times can I possibly die from really stupid crap? Let's find out. There's Big Bad. We don't like you. You're dead. That's one. other big scary. Ah! Crap! 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 I'll never get out of here. I'm losing my mind. Where's my needle rifle? I need one. Oh my god, this is awful. This is quite potentially maybe the worst thing. And it's all down to these two big boomy hammer boys. Nah, that's my laugh. I just sound insane 100% of the time. My pure existence as complete and total maniacal nonsense. He can jump up here, so wherever he is, I want him not to jump up here. There he is. Oh, Christ. Okay, that's one of them coming up this way. That's the other one. One. Can you not get in my face? Ah! Okay, don't miss the grenade throw. Get the guy. Do the thing. Do the thing. What does more damage? Is there anything else that I can just pick up that does more damage? Did you drop something cool for me? No. Like, I like this gun sometimes, but this is not one of those times. Got a shotgun down here somewhere? Please? Did you give me something cool, dead guy? No. Right, big bad number one is down here somewhere. Oh, someone Discord messaged me or something. Hey, buddy. I'm gonna need you to not survive for very long. Okay. I have armor I forgot about! Alright, other big bad's up here somewhere. And my goal is to hit him with the grenade. Or, since I wasn't up here, he's dead already. Because someone up here did something great. But, you know, I can't depend on NPCs for any reason. So, no, that didn't happen. Because they're all dead now. Of course. Here's the other one. Oh, thank freaking God, they're gone. They're gone, and now I can just focus on clearing this area. I'm pretty sure there's only two of them. Please, God. And now that I have less civilian issues... Oh my God, hi. I'll take that. Crap! No, I don't! I just killed the big scary hammery guys. Ah!
Deploying to the courtyards. Watch your flanks.
No. Why is this so difficult? I was so done. I'm already done mentally with this level. Like, super done, so... I liked that we just pretend it never happens. Where are you? I need you down. You are my issue. Mr. Big Scary. I'm Slim Shady. Slim Shady. Please don't die. I need you not to die. All of you could be very, very valuable assets to my survival. Nope, nope, nope. That was bad. Both of those were bad. I'm done. Quite honestly, I need to take a mental break. because this is
Stop
hard,
ships.
and
Going to the courtyards.
and so we're gonna do something else because I am losing my sense of center and tranquility and all that fun stuff, you know, because I'm that person, and I am going to drop kick a hammer boy into space if I don't take a break right now. So